first person to point that out? Oh, shit.
Your power may come from the stars, but mine comes from beyond this reality.
You did not provide me with the talismans. Jackie Chan did. Need I remind you that I possess the power of levitation and super strength?
Alright, just give my quick thoughts on Invincible. So in this episode, I guess I kind of focus on this rock guy at first and his family, with his bond with his daughter and stuff. Then he also has to, like, I guess, work with these criminals that are forcing him to do things he doesn't want to do, like, I guess, break out this guy, you know, Kate's brother, who got himself in trouble and now he's trying to break himself out. And we literally get a scene that's arguably more disgusting than the scene in The Boys season 4 with a certain duplicate character. I mean, one's in a way gross, while this one's just like, oh god. Yeah, both messed up scenes, but he kind of basically uses his body to be able to break out, well, his duplicates to break out, but by, you know, enlarging the amount to the point where it just breaks the door. But Jesus, it just looks graphic. Yeah. And he's able to nearly escape, beating up some of the guards, but then one of the heavies come and put on a collar, which I don't understand why I didn't just put that on straight away. Are they stupid or something? Of course he's going to try to break out. Yeah. And then I guess the sister's mad at him because she was trying to help him get out, but he'd just basically be a dog anyway, something he doesn't want to be. It's kind of working with, like, a bad group anyway, which are the main threat of the episode, and I guess to kind of show the father just losing his mind, like he couldn't take care of that many kids himself. Because probably when I was younger, that probably would have been a bit much, just seeing all of them. Yeah. And I guess it broke him. But what happened to the mum in all this? Was given birth to, like, oh god. When you actually try to think about how her birth process probably went, let's skip that conversation. Yeah. But yeah, they both get forced to be put into, like, some the organization that Caesar was in and stuff, and they kind of was forced to do things they didn't really want to do. But I guess the brother decides to break out. He wanted to bring the sister, but she didn't want to come, so, you know, she stayed behind, and you know, this is where she is now. But yeah, he basically doesn't really want her help, and would rather have her come with her instead. But you know, time's gone on since then. Then they focus on Invincible and his family. You know, he's still doing things with his girlfriend, pretending like they're not really doing anything. But you know, the little bro can hear everything. Yeah, and mom obviously knows. Yeah, I think she's just happy to have everyone together, like a family again, before Omni-Man ruined it the first time. Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, I wonder if Omni-Man's gonna come by the end. He's just gonna come and just, like, add drama again. Because this episode is mostly happy when it comes to Invincible's side. Yeah. the only thing where it's like, oh no, it's like when a mum has to accept that her son wants to move out since he's got a girlfriend and all that now. Yeah. And it seems like they're willing to actually get their own place. She's trying to, like, do some kind of business thing called Invincible Inc. So whenever someone needs help, like, they'll come, and I guess they get paid for it. So, like, you know, kind of he was for hire kind of thing going on. Yeah. And I guess they get paid later on when a big thing ends up happening related to this guy, this Asian guy, who's just like, You know, because he basically wants Kate's brother to be broke out by this guy, the Walker guy, but he just doesn't want to do it, and let's just say things get a bit chaotic. He also threatens his daughter too, so he goes to check up on her. Yeah. Just living happy. This guy, like, he's just a snake. You can't trust what side he's on, which you see when we get to it. I guess Invincible finds out his brother snuck out because he heard that, you know, Mark was leaving home. But I guess he just went to go find friends, innit? Because if his brother's not going to be around, at least he'll have friends. Yeah. And it seems like some people try to pick on him. But instead of, you know, brutally murdering him, he just pulls their shorts down, Bart Simpson style. Yeah. Hilarious. So at least he listens, yeah. But who knows if something ends up crazy, like something crazy ends up happening where he just has to bring out his darker side again. And I guess she seems to be getting more closer with that, you know, with this guy. Yeah, like they seem to be moving on, find some kind of normal. I think that's kind of all they're really doing with these two characters, I guess. Nothing much is going on with them, but at least everyone's getting some happiness. And then you got this guy. He's basically obviously got a plan to break out, even though it looks like he's done. Them having a little chat because you know he needs to break out Kate's brother, and he's just refusing to do it basically. Yeah. I can't remember what fully was happening in this scene anyway. But then he needs to go you know, stop the trouble that ends up happening because since he didn't listen, I guess that Asian guy just threw the walk guy out of the window because you know he and that teleportation guy was not actually on his side the whole time. He's actually on the Asian guy's side. So yeah. And then he goes to ask help from Invincible and stuff, but yeah. He kind of refuses, I guess. So it just ends up in chaos. Because it's just funny. It's got to a point where the villains are doing more good than the heroes. Because I'm just guessing he's doing what basically Luke Cage is doing at the end of season 2. Like he's controlling the crime, so there's less crime, and you know the city's a lot better. Yeah, because you know he basically shows Invincible that the city is just doing so much better. He just doesn't feel like he's doing enough. He keeps losing and stuff. So, and this guy just turns into a flipping giant dragon. Yeah, and goes to the prison himself to get Kate's brother. Which you know he ends up escaping, but you know Eve's there to stop him. You know he's able to still escape because you know he tricks Eve thinking he got captured, but he didn't. Mark, as usual, is struggling. He's just a weak ass. If Omni-Man was here, he'd destroy that dragon. Though we're finding out how it works, it seems like it's unkillable. Yeah, because it looks like Mark actually gets a killing blow on it, but it just gets wiped back up. And that guy comes to like just do a double betrayal, so that teleportation guy just basically is actually working for this guy. So it's just like, bruh, how many people are you gonna betray? And in this situation, Mark was possibly gonna be in a fatal state or die. So if it wasn't for literally a villain saving his life, yeah, Matt could be dead right now. Just look at him. Probably heals faster, but yeah. Like if he got like a fatal blow, he'd be in trouble. And yeah, he decides to stay home. He wants to be more of his family as long as he can. Especially since his brother's gonna go up fast, so he wants to look out for him. And I guess obviously the mom's happy about that. And yeah, it's just happy times. And I really thought Omni-Man was gonna come back home and I guess make things dramatic. Yeah. But I guess this guy's basically on top right now, but he didn't actually kill the Asian guy, he's actually still alive. He just went inside one of his people's bodies, even though like he got thrown out of a window too, well teleported and thrown into a building, but I guess he survived. Like bro. But whatevs. So he feels like he's basically on top right now, like he's the boss. But you know, he could always come back. And yeah, this villain just kind of gives me like Shalmon. I don't even know if I'm Shondu or something. You know, Jackie Chan Adventures. You know that dragon, and then he has minions that do his bidding. Like it kind of gives me that vibes. Like yeah, Jackie Chan Adventures. like the main villain. Yeah, and he has underlings that work for him. It kind of like this villain kind of gives me those vibes. Yeah. But yeah, he's interesting. Seems like he's not easy to kill and defeat, which is cool. Just like Shalmon or whatever the hell his name was. Or was it Valmont? But then I don't know if that's like the human guy that mainly does his bidding, and you know he kind of this guy basically uses his body. Yeah, the dragon. But yeah, it's an interesting villain. We'll see where they take this, and this season's just flying by. Omni-Man hasn't even come back to Earth yet, so. But since I know some of the stuff that's gonna happen in the comic, I just know like season 4 is gonna be awesome. So they're basically just building up to that moment, which is cool. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the review. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Appreciate you can leave a like, subscribe, and peace.